So when it comes to England, it's full. And whilst people do throw that statement around quite a lot, it is factually true. Because on a mathematical level, England is absolutely filled to the brim. And I'm going to give you some numbers in today's video which is going to help you win almost any argument that you have on migration. So it might actually be worth taking some screenshots if you need to, because if you whip these out mid-debate, honestly, your opponent isn't going to know what to say. So what we're going to have a look at in this one is population per square mile, because it's all well and good just looking at the population number. But you do have to account for the fact that England is actually quite a small plot of land. Like obviously, as you'll know, it's not the largest country on Earth. So the more people that we have, it actually has a far greater impact. So before we compare it to the rest of the world, which is actually pretty shocking, we're going to just have a look at the numbers for England. So you can see here in the yellow figure, in 2021 we had just over 56.5 million people. And remember, that's the number on paper. It could be far higher. Truth be told, it could be almost 60, almost 70. But if we do give them the benefit of the doubt and we do go by that figure, that translates to the green number, which is the population per square mile. And for England, that is 1,124 people. And I would do the annoying thing of asking you to remember that number for later on, but because I'm doing all of the editing, I can actually just leave that on the screen for you. Which brings us to this table here. It's essentially a list of countries sorted by population density, and it does only include places with populations above 10 million. It does kind of need to have that as a cutoff, because there are plenty of little islands out there that are just going to be top of the charts. But it actually solidifies the argument even more, because these little random obscure places, they're not really prosperous countries. And I think that's exactly where England is headed right now. So you can see the list here, right? It starts with Bangladesh. They're absolutely top of the charts, and I hope that nobody takes them over anytime soon. Then you got Taiwan. I think we're going to have to put them in the maybe pile. We'll see what happens in a couple of years. Then you got Rwanda, one of the poorest places on Earth. And their population is 1,391 per square mile. And I won't go down the whole list, I'll actually show you now exactly where England places. Because we are in between India and Haiti. In fact, according to this chart, we are the 8th most densely populated place on Earth. 8th. Not 57th, not 104th, 8th. I'll say it again. England is the 8th most densely populated place on Earth. And just on a side note, right, the reason why England isn't on the original list is because they count the entire UK. And obviously there's places like Wales, Scotland and Ireland, and you know what Wales is like. It's just green as far as the eye can see. So whilst the UK is actually a bit further down on the list, England is number 8. And the reason why all of this is important, right, is because there is a balancing limit. Because you can't just be number 8 for population density and keep inviting people in. I'll give you a quick example, right? Your house right now. Let's say there's 4 people. 2 adults, 2 kids. You're probably doing alright, there's not many queues for the oven and there's not many queues for the bathroom. However, let's add 2 more people to the property, bringing the total to 6. Well, the queues are starting to increase as well as the delays. And people are just starting to get on each other's nerves. Now try 10 people in that house, or maybe like even 20 people. Well, the anger starts to grow even more. The debt starts to build up, and broken items get even more broken. And if you hurt yourself, well, you might be waiting a couple of hours because the parents are already dealing with 6 kids before you. And if all of this is sounding pretty familiar, that's exactly what's happening in England. Our house is becoming as full as Haiti and as full as India. Like, we really should not be wedged in between those 2 countries, but here we are. So like I said, go back in this video and take as many screenshots as you want, and the next time someone tries to debate you with migration, just tell them that we're the 8th most densely populated country on Earth. And after you've pulled that one out in a debate, then pull out these screenshots with 32 reasons why the UK's doomed. Imagine what you could do with that information mid-debate. So, thank you to the 28,090 subscribers, thank you to the channel members, and thank you for taking as many screenshots as you want on this video.
This country has gone crazy.
I think he's right.